but this game in LA is most important. We'll have the form is on point as we take a look at our starting line.
A lot of players are needing to be developed.
In the middle for the tip, and Atlanta starts off with the rock. Atlanta in their homegrown jerseys with the ATL etched across the front. That's something that the players were absolutely a part of. I think she's very familiar with the rims as well. She spent some time in LA for a few seasons before the trade to Atlanta.
She's such a difference maker, just right away, touching the paint and putting the aggressiveness as far as the defense on hold.
Also spent some time at UCLA where she spent 4 years, has a couple records there. Nneka Ogwumike gets her own miss, tries to send it out. Ariel Atkins setting things up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. The dish, no good. First turnover for LA. Here comes Angel Reese. We've seen her point forward before, off on the layup.
A rare miss from Angel Reese, though, in transition. We've seen her make those the last few games.
She's been shooting over 50% in the last 3 games. Is the three.
One of the keys for Atlanta, the hot starts are coming behind Ryan Howard, making sure she gets most of her scoring done in that first quarter.
Ryan Howard put up 4 threes in the first quarter. In the last game against Phoenix, her on a heater is lethal.
And that first 3 that she just put up was in and out.
Jordan Canada off the mark on her second attempt as Dearica Hamby pushing the ball up the floor. Going at Naz Hillman, finding some space and putting LA on the
speed because she ran into a brick wall in Naz Hillman, who didn't budge, but she took that extra step and just got through underneath the defense for the lay-in.
Dearica Hamby averaging just under 15 points per game as Angel Reese blocked at the rim. That's down the first of the pair, has one more and drains that one as well. Going back to not just the statistical part of what players were doing in that last game, but Naz LA would have this circled on their calendars because of the whopping 124 points that Atlanta was able to put up on them.
I mean, they eliminated LA from being able to get into the playoffs, so that's going to leave a stench in their mouth right there.
Yeah, LA is a team that has been eliminated, one of the 6 teams. Only Portland are the 2 remaining teams, but Dallas really have the keys at this point as they have about a 6-game advantage.
I can tell you right now, Nneka didn't like losing on her home court, and right there they come up with the steal, and Nicole McConney, it's like she got poked in the eye.
Monika Koa coming seasons.
Angel Reese a little frustrated with herself because she got that foul off of the turnover.
Monique outside, way off, and now Hillman able to correct. Both teams still sitting on 4. Ryan Howard finding Jordan Canada again. Ariel Atkins, one of the best defenders in the league, has the assignment of Canada. 8 on the shot clock. Ryan Howard almost lost the ball and does over the fingertips of Ariel Atkins. The dish. Monika Koa off the mark, and Ryan Howard comes down with the rebound, pushing it up out the floor. Alicia Gray, Euro step on the left, and drops it in.
And that's exactly what Atlanta needs to do. They cannon as far as defense. They're flying around. They're not trying to make things easy for Atlanta. So how does Atlanta get their scoring going? In the fast break, like Alicia Gray just demonstrated.
Dearica Hamby on the spin move didn't like the first look, but gets fouled on the spin around. Dearica Hamby will get 2 free throws here. Steps up for the first one and knocks it down. Dearica Hamby, just one of those Vegas aces where she won a championship with them as well. She's a 3-time All-Star and a 2-time 6th Woman of the Year.
She set 2 single-season franchise records for the Sparks last season as Alicia Gray gets her first 3 to go over.
9-5 start for Atlanta, and when Alicia Gray is rolling, so is the team. The step back by Monique off the mark.
One thing Atlanta does, not allowing offensive rebounds.
Ryan Howard short on the 3. Angel Reese trying to come down with the rebound. Instead, it falls in the breadbasket for Erica Wheeler. Wheeler going at Jordan Canada, receives the screen from Dearica Hamby. Nneka too strong on the 3.
Angel Reese went under the screen, daring Nneka to shoot that 3, hoping that she's not going to get hot from beyond the arc. Everybody's one-on-one with their mans defensively for Atlanta.
Angel on the inside, too strong, couldn't come down with the rebound. You can also see the length for
LA just 4 days ago on this floor.
Also the same time in the first game where Nneka Ogwumike said she was retiring. Monika Koa-Makani all the way up top, gets fouled by Ryan Howard on the take, and will get 2 free throws.
Not sure if I'm Ryan Howard out with the Sparks.
Talked about the time in Phoenix for Monica Koa-Makani, who actually was able to be a part, but that young experience under her belt, and as LA right now trying to prepare
In the league right now is that you've got players in their first and second seasons, right? So technically they're rookies and sophomores in the W. But like Koa-Makani, 5 years previous playing in pro ball in France has prepared her to play on this level in the WNBA.
There was a foul.
Ends up the floor, defense to offense, 2 points and 2 steals to add that.
A couple of substitutions in for LA as Cameron Brink, as well as Gray in the ball game.
And that's why I don't like that first foul that Howard got on that layup, just because now she has 2 and has to sit on the bench.
5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and Cameron Brink can't hold on to the ball in the paint. Third turnover for LA. Deep steal again for Medina, just short. Cameron Brink will be assessed with the block there. There was a bit of a reset at 14, so Atlanta has some work, or some time to work with. Jordan Canada couldn't find space over Atkins. And a travel call for Izzy Borlase at the top.
I think that surrounds the WNBA on the outside of the floor as well.
Was a huge piece, as you mentioned, as the president of the WNBA, to make sure that the CBA was something that was a go. Coming into the season, we weren't even sure if we'd have a season, but that committee, led by Nneka Ogwumike, ensured that it would happen.
Where she found some ground in that first quarter, touching the paint to try and remind her team to keep their foot on the gas.
Toni Morgan also on the floor for the Sparks after the break. Nneka going against Borlase, finds a sweet spot on the floor and knocks it down.
So far, Nneka Ogwumike lifting for the Sparks right now. Also has 4 rebounds. You can tell she doesn't like that loss.
Nneka Ogwumike going back to that resume as well as Atlanta turns the ball over.
Picking up another foul, and what I've heard from Jordan Canada and Ryan Howard, I read mouths, both of them saying to the referees, that's a foul. So LA being really physical right now.
And go up and take the lead with the Cameron Brink bucket. Cameron Brink has had limited time coming back, trying to work her way back from the ACL rehab from a season ago. Borlase with a nice Euro, but couldn't get on the right side of the goal for the finish, and a foul by Medina Okot. The look at the rim, no good for Alicia Gray. Borlase still gets it back to Gray on the 3 this time, off the mark. Angel Reese with the rebound, looking for different real estate. Couldn't connect on the layup. Atlanta still with the rock. Top of the key 3 for Borlase, no good.
And Reese was shut, no call.
Cameron Brink extending the floor, too strong.
Good box out though from Atlanta. No white jerseys in sight.
Atlanta's been stuck on 9 for the last few minutes as Ryan Howard pulls up, draws the foul, and stuck on 9 no longer.
And that's the answer. There's been a calling for Ryan Howard to touch